Hello, welcome back to Metalhead Nation Garage. Hey, on this segment, we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about Slipknot, Van Halen, Motley Crue, and about a lot of rock. So let's just start it off with Slipknot. They released a new album. Uh, Sounds really good. Yeah, you have some naysayers and you have a lot of positivity because it went number one on the Billboard 100 chart. So big shout out to them. You know, we love the new music. You know, anybody making new music, classic rock, and I really like it. I mean, I'll support it. I know the music industry with this digital and stuff, the artists don't make much money on their albums and or singles, but they do get to tour with it. But I support them, and I recommend you to, buy their stuff digitally, formatted CD, vinyls, and help support them. And hey, we'll move on from Slipknot to Wasp. They're on their 40th year anniversary tour. To small theaters and clubs and things, and they gave a big shout out to their fans because when they approached the promoters on this 40th year tour, and they kind of balked at him. They said, man, they didn't want it. They wasn't offering anything. So Blackie Lawless, the leader there of Wasp, he went on his Instagram, Facebook, and talked to all of his fans and said, hey, the promoters are not taking this seriously. They're not going to promote it or anything. They just thought, he was a little crazy. So he got his fans involved, and they started going to their local governments there and saying, hey, we want to see this. Their local promoters, and they kick-started it off, and Blackie said, he's never seen anything like that before. The fans come and really started the tour. So big kudos to Wasp fans. And if you don't have your tickets yet, you better get them quick because they're going quickly. So, and then we'll move on to Motley Crue. What about that news coming out of that camp? We know that they're going to be touring 2023 and 2024. They're already signed up for this stadium tour. Rumor has it, big rumor, that Mick Mars will be on the sideline and John 5 will be taking over the guitar, the lead guitars in there. What do you guys think about that? I just can't imagine Motley Crue without Mick Mars. I mean, Mick Mars is Motley Crue. But having said that, I know it's tough for him to get around and tour anymore. But I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Leave a comment there in our section and let me know what you think. It's kind of surprising to me because Tommy Lee was always out there talking, oh, we're all original. We need to tour. We wouldn't do anything that wasn't, with the original band. But it looks like the rumor has it going around that they may have John 5 for the lead guitars. Moving on, after the Crue, we're going to talk a little bit about David Lee Roth, Van Halen here. He kind of released another single from on YouTube, and that was kind of, You Really Got Me. So he re-recorded that. What, you guys got any thoughts on that? I'm beside myself because I really don't know what he's doing. Is he, he's re-recording for what? I mean, what's his plans? And why would you re-record that first album? I mean, that's just a masterpiece to me. That first Van Halen album with all them hits, Eruption and everything. I mean, it's... I just don't know. I just don't get it. Not to say that it don't sound good. His vocals sound pretty decent, but it's just the background band he has. It's not Van Halen for sure. So I really don't know what he's up to there, and nobody knows with David Lee Roth. He's kind of here and in there. Moving on from David Lee Roth, Iron Maiden, they was on the road playing in Anaheim, California, and a fan got up on stage and was dancing around and everything, and Bruce Dickinson let him off and off stage. Really, it's on TikTok. You have to see it. YouTube channel. It's pretty. I mean, he was real easy with him. He just kind of let him off to the side, you know, and security got him. So don't know if the guy got to attend the rest of the show. Maybe not. I do not think you're supposed to jump on stage and with the band. I think that's your exit out of the arena. And moving on from that, we do have some other Stephen Pearcy, Rat. He's going to release an album called Legacy. And what this has, I guess it has several songs of original Rat members that never made it to the albums, you know, when they was going strong there in the 80s to 90s. He has redid some of them, you know, the vocals part of it, but says they're really good. So look for that, like 7 or 8 tracks of old Rat music that's going to be out in 2023. Again, that album is called Legacy. He's going to have his solo stuff on it. Rat, I mean, it's going to be, I think they said the tracking list is about 23 tracks on it. So this is pretty exciting. I do not know if it would push for a Rat reunion, but boy, that'd be something to see, you know, the original Rat lineup back at it on tour again. That's out there while they're still living. Why not? I mean, that's what everybody likes, that classic rock. And so we'll see if Steven can get them all together and be doing that. So we Red Hot Chili Peppers are touring. They just they did the song, their tribute to Eddie Van Halen song, live the other night. It was really good. I mean, if you're a Red Hot Chili fan, it is different than classic rock. It's I don't know what you would describe that music. It's a little bit of maybe hip hop, rock, but hey, anything to give Eddie Van Halen a tribute, I think it's pretty cool. Not a big fan of the Chili Peppers, but I thought it was really cool on what they had going on with that song. And going on from that, Michael Schenecker is still making his tour in local theaters here, small clubs and things. So he is the UFO guitarist when he was 16 years old, putting on a heck of a show. If you ever get a chance to get out there, if he's at your local city, small town, because he's going everywhere, you should get out there and see him. Moving on from that to Scorpions, they're still touring out there. They're in Vegas, and it's doing really well. Everybody's pretty happy. The new album is good. They're getting rave reviews. Let's face it, these guys are really getting older and things, and you better get out and see them while you got a chance, because you never know what can happen. Moving on with the time and everything on that, we have Don Henley. Don Henley, big anniversary on his album, his debut album there. When the Eagles broke up, I believe it was in the 80s. Maybe they didn't break up. They just all went on their way and everything. Glenn Frey doing his solo stuff and Don Henley. And it's an anniversary of his album debut, which, it was Dirty Laundry, if you remember it. It was a good pop song that he did, and kudos to him. That's an anniversary there. I haven't heard of him doing a solo tour, but that would be really cool to see him do that. And then we're talking about Kiss, a little bit of Kiss here today. 40 years ago, I Love It Loud came out. 40 years, and Kiss, they're on their last end of the Road Tour. So it goes through 2023. They did add about 100 dates for 2023. So we'll look out. As they said, if it goes good, 2024, they may add some more. And one last thing, Sammy Hagar, his 75th anniversary today on 10/13. Happy birthday to Sammy Hagar. Alrighty.